Did you know there are mutants so powerful they could literally rewrite the laws of reality? Today, we're diving into the world of Omega-Level Mutants, the ones with unimaginable abilities that often push the limits of the entire Marvel Universe. Get ready to meet the most powerful mutants out there, with powers ranging from total mind control to manipulating matter and reality itself. These mutants can do anything, and you'll see exactly why they're considered both insanely dangerous and absolutely essential to the balance of everything we know. Stick around and find out who these mutants are, and what makes each one of them truly unique. Jean Grey. Jean Grey is one of the most powerful and complex mutants in the entire Marvel Universe. As an Omega-level telepath, she's got a huge range of psychic abilities that make her both feared and respected. Her telepathy is pretty much limitless. She can read minds, control thoughts, and even manipulate memories. But what makes Jean even more impressive is her connection to the Phoenix Force, which boosts her powers to insane levels, making her capable of destroying and recreating entire realities. Even though Jean also has telekinetic powers, it's her telepathy that truly puts her among the Omega-level elite. With it, she can control any mind and communicate across great distances. A power that comes with massive responsibility and danger. But with great power comes great struggle. Her constant battle with the Phoenix Force often pushes her to the edge, making her journey one of deep emotional conflict and inner turmoil. Jean Grey is the perfect example of absolute power in human hands, where emotional control and responsibility become everything. She's not just a hero, she's a force of nature, capable of shaping the fate of everyone around her. Magneto. Magneto is the master of magnetism, and his powers don't really have an upper limit. He can control any kind of metal, from tiny particles to massive chunks of iron and steel, making him an unstoppable force in battle. Imagine being able to move metal with your mind, creating weapons, shields, or even entire cities out of it. But his powers go way beyond just physical control. Magneto can actually manipulate Earth's magnetic fields, creating things like electromagnetic storms or shifting the tide of a war with a single motion. His ability to unleash magnetic blasts and control metal objects with insane precision puts him in a league of his own. And the scariest part? There's no real limit to how much metal he can control, meaning he can manipulate almost any environment around him, even the X-Men themselves. But Magneto isn't just about raw power, he's also a brilliant strategist. With a past full of pain and resistance, his beliefs have made him one of Marvel's most complex villains. His ongoing conflict with Charles Xavier represents the clash between dominance and coexistence, the fear of a world where mutants are oppressed. Magneto is, without a doubt, a force to be reckoned with. His control over magnetism is unmatched, and every time he enters the fight, it's clear. With him, defeat is never an option. Storm, or Aurora Munro, has the ability to manipulate the weather on a planetary scale. Her powers go way beyond just creating storms or controlling the wind. Storm can generate tornadoes, cyclones, lightning, and even alter the atmospheric conditions around her, making her one of the most feared and respected mutants. She can control the forces of nature with ease, allowing her to do everything from small manipulations to epic-scale cataclysms. If needed, she can summon powerful lightning or use the very atmosphere to attack her enemies, all with great precision and control. Her ability to manipulate the weather isn't just about changing the weather. She can even control temperature and change the climate on a large scale, capable of affecting entire ecosystems. Storm also has great control over electricity, able to generate devastating lightning or manipulate electrical circuits. Her connection to the weather is so deep that she can feel changes in the atmosphere from a distance, making her an excellent strategist and fighter. Her ability to adapt to the weather also makes her a natural leader within the X-Men, facing any situation with courage and determination. With her Omega-level powers, Storm is truly a force of nature. And just like the elements she controls, she can't be stopped easily. Nate Grey. Nate Grey, also known as Cable from the Age of Apocalypse universe, is a mutant with extraordinary psychic abilities. He has Omega-level telepathy and telekinesis, making him one of the most powerful mutants in the entire Marvel multiverse. Nate was created from the genetics of Jean Grey and Scott Summers, but in an alternate universe, he had a completely different upbringing and experience compared to the X-Men. Because of this, he gained total control over his telepathy and telekinesis, allowing him to move massive amounts of matter, read the most complex minds, and even perform feats like mass destruction with just a thought. His telepathy lets him not only invade others' minds, but also create incredibly complex illusions, manipulate memories, and alter perceptions of reality. On the other hand, his telekinesis is immense, allowing him to not just move objects, but manipulate molecular structures, making him a formidable threat to any opponent. Nate Grey is a version of a hero, but at his core, he possesses such vast and destructive power that he could be a threat to both heroes and villains. His journey of self-discovery and the internal struggles to control his powers make him one of the most fascinating and tragic characters in Marvel. Enjoying the content so far? Then don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. And if you didn't know mutants had levels or want to learn more about them, check out the video where I dive into the 7 levels of Marvel mutants. It's in the card and will take you even deeper into this universe. Now, without further ado, let's keep going. Hope Summers. Hope Summers, also known as the Mutant Messiah, is one of the most intriguing and powerful figures in Marvel. Her unique ability to mimic and amplify the powers of other Omega-level mutants places her in a position of immense importance and power within the mutant universe. Born with the ability to absorb and enhance the abilities of other mutants, Hope became a kind of catalyst, able to intensify the powers of individuals like Jean Grey, Cyclops, and many others. Her ability doesn't just copy powers, it also multiplies the intensity of the powers she mimics, making her one of the most dangerous and essential mutants for the X-Men. During the Messiah Complex event, she was seen as the key to the future of the mutant race, a literal hope for the X-Men after the attempt to wipe out their species. She not only restored lost hope among mutants, but also challenged traditional notions of power, as she could use the gifts of others with even greater effectiveness. With such an extraordinary ability, Hope Summers is one of the most crucial figures in the future of the X-Men, and an Omega-level mutant capable of altering the course of destiny, for better or for worse. Decimus Furius. Decimus Furius is an Omega-level mutant, known for his extreme strength and supernatural durability. His resistance is so powerful that he can withstand devastating attacks without giving in, making him an enormous threat in battle. When Decimus became one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, his powers were further amplified, making him practically unbeatable. His physical strength and endurance grew, turning him into a destructive force capable of taking down any obstacle. Besides his brutality, Decimus Furius has an incredible healing factor, allowing him to bounce back into battle quickly even after severe injuries. This combination of immense strength and near unbreakable endurance places him among the most dangerous mutants in Marvel. Iceman. Iceman is one of the most iconic mutants of the X-Men, with the ability to control temperature and ice to an absolute degree. He can not only generate ice from nothing, but also manipulate matter on a molecular level, shaping it as he wishes. This allows him to create complex ice structures like weapons and shields, or even freeze his enemies with ease. Bobby Drake's ability goes beyond simple ice control. He can alter the temperature around him, freezing any substance or even turning water into ice instantly. This molecular manipulation is so advanced that he can create snowstorms, form impenetrable ice barriers, and at times control water in its purest form, making it an extension of his own powers. On top of that, Iceman has an impressive resistance to cold, making him practically immune to freezing conditions. He can also transform into solid ice, becoming almost intangible and immune to physical damage. His control over ice and molecular matter places him in a unique position among mutants, making him a true force to be reckoned with. Exodus. Exodus is one of the most powerful and enigmatic mutants. He has vast telekinesis, telepathy, and a range of other psychic powers, making him an Omega-level threat. His ability to manipulate both minds and the environment around him, combined with his immortality, makes him one of the most feared and respected mutants. Exodus is immortal, which means he's lived for centuries, accumulating wisdom and power over time. His telepathy allows him to invade the minds of both enemies and allies, control their actions, and even alter their memories. His telekinesis is equally impressive, allowing him to move large masses of matter with just a thought, as well as create force fields and devastating attacks. Throughout his long existence, Exodus has been one of the most influential leaders among mutants, having been part of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. His immortality and psychic abilities not only make him a huge threat in battle, but also one of the most formidable mental manipulators in the Marvel Universe. He has the power to shape the future of mutants, whether for good or evil, depending on his own goals. Elixir. Elixir is a mutant with Omega-level biokinetic abilities, meaning he has the power to manipulate life and death on a molecular level. His ability allows him to heal diseases, injuries, and even reverse death in certain cases, making him one of the most powerful and crucial mutants for the X-Men. Elixir's biokinesis isn't just limited to healing. He can also control the vital functions of living beings. He can manipulate the cellular functions of an organism, curing diseases and even causing illnesses by altering someone's molecular state. This gives him the power to reverse extreme conditions, heal fatal wounds, and even manipulate the growth and aging of cells. Additionally, Elixir can use his powers to restore the health of his allies or even heal mutants who've gone through traumatic experiences, like aggressive mutations or genetic modifications. This command over human and mutant biology makes him a central figure in times of crisis, especially when care and regeneration are needed. However, like any extraordinary power, Elixir's ability comes with challenges. He needs meticulous control to avoid dangerous manipulations, and his responsibility is immense, as he has the ability to give or take lives based on his choices. Proteus. Proteus, also known as Kevin MacTaggart, has the ability to alter reality and transform matter on a fundamental level, making him capable of reshaping the world around him according to his will. His power allows him to distort the laws of physics and create new forms of matter, changing the structure of objects and even living beings. With this, Proteus can manipulate reality completely, making him an almost unbeatable opponent. However, this ability comes with a major limitation. Proteus needs a physical body to sustain his powers. Without a host, he loses his form and disintegrates, making him vulnerable. Even so, his ability to modify reality makes him a formidable threat, capable of causing large-scale chaos. These Omega-level mutants are really something else, huh? If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. And go ahead and check out which original X-Men is the most powerful by clicking on the video on the final screen. See you next time.